Okay, so this video is going to be the back page of your notes we didn't get to on substitution. I'm going to go through a couple of these problems and help you figure out kind of summary so you can take the quiz when you come back. There's a practice quiz, like a homework assignment for your e-learning. All right, so we have our three situations, and what we want you to see is that we already solved by graphing. We could solve all of these by graphing. We are comparing that to solving it by substitution. So there's a couple of different scenarios. One is, remember, we circle if they're both equal to y, then we set them equal to each other. So these first two questions are both equal to y, so we set them equal to each other. And then you just solve. Okay, so I'm going to bring the x over. And then subtract 2. Negative 5x equals negative 5. So x equals 1. And remember, with substitution, there's always a second step, and that means you substitute back in. In this case, you can substitute in either equation. I think the second one's easier. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So my solution is 1, 1. Well, when we graph that, that's exactly the same thing we get. So again, there's more than one way to do this problem. So depending on the question, and sometimes you'll have choice, it could depend how you do that. Okay, let's go to the second one. So I have these two equal to each other. I need to get the x's on one side. And you will see that we end up with 1 equals 2. The variables went away. Well, 1 does not equal 2. When there's no variables left, you have to decide, is it a true statement or not? And sure enough, just like before, this is no solution. And the lines are parallel. That's how we know they don't intersect. Okay. The last one, we know we're going to get infinite many solutions, but I'm going to show you, just to review, the steps for solving this. So I would circle my y, and whatever I circle is what is going to be the parenthesis in the non-solved equation. So I'm going to take this negative 3x plus 3 and put it right there. And now I can distribute 6x plus negative 6x plus 6 equals 6. Lots of 6's. Got to combine like terms. Well, that's 0. That's nothing. Don't write 0x. It's nothing. 6 equals 6. That is a true statement. So that's why we have infinite many solutions. If we were to graph this first line, negative 3x plus 3, and we were to solve that second line, and divide everything by 2, you get the same equation as the first one. So when you have infinite many solutions, it's the same equation. So your situations are, if they're both equal to y, then they're equal to each other. Or if one of them is equal to y, you substitute in the other. You could also have one where one of them is equal to x, and then you're going to substitute into x. But again, you follow your rule, you circle there, and that goes in here. Okay, so upload a picture of these notes and then take the Canvas quiz. You can take it a couple times if you want to try to get it right. We'll try to review and take our lesson quiz when you get back.